Hi, I decided to do a screencast to show you how to go to the two websites we were talking about today. So the first website is the Minnesota Secretary of State. If you just do a simple Google search with Minnesota Secretary of State, you'll be able to come up with the home page. And so just go ahead and click on that. And it's pretty easy to comb through this. This is if you want to find a business to visit. It might be a good place to look at competition, for example, but this is where you would go to start a business with information about starting a business, and this is where you go to register a business. So just so you see a few of what that looks like, it has some starting steps here, how to register your business, how to search for business filings, etc. And if I go back and I click on that register a business, it tells you the steps. Step one, create an online account. It gives you a link to go there to do that. Business filings online. And then it talks about name availability guidelines. So this is that assumed name. If you're not using your full name and you are using a business name, this is where you go to find one that is available that somebody doesn't already own and do that. Okay, and then, so that gives you some good information. And then it says up here in step 2, go to the business filings online page and click on the business structure you would like for your business. So just to give you a little preview of that, look up business information, file a new business or nonprofit. It shows you the different fees that will cost. You can add that into your startup budget. Okay, I actually found a better way to look this up. I looked under business structure. So if you look under business structure, it talks about the different kinds of businesses that you can have. This one is if you are doing sole proprietorship or a partnership and not doing an LLC, then you can just file for your assumed name. These are for regular business corporations, and then for the LLC, you would go down here to Minnesota Foreign Limited Liability Companies. It gives you some information there. So I recommend visiting this website and looking for the information that you would need. You can create your own online account. You can go here to look at the forms. So for example, this is the form that you would use to fill out for an LLC. And if you open that up, it shows you exactly what you're going to need, and it's a fillable PDF for you to use. Okay, the next website I wanted to look at was the Minnesota Department of Revenue. Okay, again, you can just do a Google search for that. This is where we have businesses, so we just click on businesses. It talks about how you file and pay for taxes in Minnesota. And it gives you some different things to look at. You can look at the business center, and you can get information about starting a business. Gives you some basic tax information, laws and basic federal tax information. Starting a business in Minnesota. Okay, additional resources. I'm just going to go back. There's specific information about business taxes here, so you can also look at that information. Other resources that are available. So again, a lot of information here, especially around paying taxes for your business, and that's at the Minnesota Department of Revenue. And the last website that I want to profile, I actually forgot. There's one more that I do want to do, because we did also mention a federal employee identification number, or a FIN. And that we just get at the IRS. So if you just Google the IRS, and go to that website, you will see down here where it says to apply for an employer ID number. And basically it tells you that you need to apply for this ID number. I'm going to click here. Do you need an in? And it says, actually, I want to do that differently because the first time I did it, it had a drop-down menu that I liked better. That's okay. We'll just go back to this. So it tells you, do you have employees? And if you say yes, or if you operate a business, if you're filing any tax returns, if you answer yes to any of these, it means that you would be eligible for a FIN. And so that would allow you to get that employee identification number for federal taxes. And remember, for the Minnesota Department of Revenue, you would need to do that for sales taxes for retail business. Okay, so that is just a little bit of how you can research on these three different websites: the Minnesota Secretary of State website, the Minnesota Department of Revenue, and then the federal, at the federal level, the Internal Revenue Service. Thank you. Hope that's helpful.